everyone, welcome to another episode on Bamboo Homestead. I hope I get this video in before the rain starts. We have had so much rain lately. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the whole veggie garden that we have at the moment. It's middle of December, so in our subtropical climate we have all the summer vegetables in now. So let me show them to you. This is what we call our summer garden bed because it gets shaded up quite a lot by the bamboo. So here's some garlic that we need to harvest soon, and then over there tomatoes. Here at the back, bigger and taller as me, is our Aztec corn. Here's some corn establishing, and this is really great to make flour, or we've done polenta and a few sunflowers in between. And throughout here you can see that's spaghetti squash, but it died off already a lot. It's continuing now over that side. Over there it's drying again, but too much rain is not good for it. Doesn't like it. Another beautiful tall sunflower in between a few marigolds. You can barely see them, there we go. And then here, this is celery going to flower. So we got plenty of seeds at some point. Another sunflower. This is terrible weeds. It's growing everywhere in our garden and we just can't get rid of it. A sad tomato. I think they don't like too much rain. Chicken in the garden. Should be in his run, but you know, it always escapes. Only one. What are you doing here? You gonna come and say hello? Fertilize our soil, which is great. And when they're this little, they can't scratch the roots off and everything, so it's actually pretty good when they're this little. And then over here we got some rosella. So I made really delicious jam last year, so I planted them again. Over here's another one. There. Apparently need to take the tips off it to somehow it helps them to make a more bushy sort of plant. Look at the damage he's creating. If you have a little seedlings there, it's no cool. In this jungle here under the corn is oregano. It's trying to get some light. It barely gets any. Then here is our Thai chili, and we're trying to do living trellis. So this is a bean plant going up our Aztec corn. Have to do the timing right, but otherwise it works quite well. I think over here we got another one. This probably didn't get enough light, so might have planted it too early. But yeah, otherwise they quite like it. Here's still our asparagus bed. We lost a couple, but a few still standing strong. Making a few seeds, I think, now. Then down here we got cucumbers going up the trellis, some beans going up the trellis, more beans. I planted the whole row cucumbers, but sort of didn't come up. Here we got zucchini plant, it's going pretty well. See a few down there, but so far they weren't huge, but still gave us some meals for now. Und ein paar kaputte Blätter willst du das abschneiden, gell? This is an arrowroot, just planted itself there. A few sunflowers, and over here I keep back on track, so once the tomatoes stop producing, we got little seedlings already happening over here. This is a sucker that Max just cut off and trimmed. Nicht weiterlaufen, gell? Das hat tomatli. And here I'm not actually sure what I planted. Maybe it's a zucchini or something. Yeah, zucchini or squash. Here's the tallest fennel you've seen. Making flowers. Somehow I can't get the actual fennel happening to eat really well. Like we have some bits sometimes, eat off it and just eat the tasty middle bit. This is nothing tasty, but yeah, we already ate the tasty middle bits out of it, otherwise it's not really that great. But it's good as a border, it sort of protects the garden bed, as most sort of mice and creatures don't really like the smell, so it's, yeah, it's a good companion plant. Then here we got more tomato seedlings, and hopefully they're going to grow up this little trellis a bit from all sides. I planted them all over, so you can see there. Some weeds need to keep on top of it. That net fished, Kaya. And first time this year we figured out pigeon peas. This is like, you can make dal, it's like a lentil. Grows really well in subtropical climate, can do with drought and or deal with drought, so yeah, it might be pretty good. And a few more. Then our original arrowroot has grown back to its maximum capacity, almost. I think it would still grow even further. It's crazy, it's like so big. So if we want to do arrowroot every day, we could. The actual sort of root looks like this. This is just a baby. Sometimes they're huge clumps, bigger than potatoes. And in subtropical climate you can actually just pop them into the dirt and they grow again. Then here we got our papayas. They've got a few papayas on there, which is pretty awesome. They've got a few spots on there, so it's not perfectly healthy, but they seem to get bigger. They grow for about 6 years and produce for 6 years, and then they die off. That's why I've got over here already some tiny ones grown from seed again. It's a really fast growing tree. We grew like, put them in probably a year and a half ago. Probably even just a year actually, yeah. So this is watermelon, going fine, but no fruit yet, still getting bigger. And we're really happy with our banana plants. We've got heaps of little cucumbers. These are pickling cucumbers. They're best to take quite early. They're great to pickle, obviously. I haven't actually tried them when they're this little, but yeah, there's heaps of them. More little tiny ones coming along, which is cool. And it's pretty sick how they go up on those strings. One branch there, one there, one vine over here. It's like looking again for more space, so we put them over there so we can go up into the tree, into our middle part, which is a native tree. It's a bottle brush with different colours, so we even use this as also a natural trellis. We grew some beans through it as well. You can see a few right there. Not very well, but yeah, there's the purple beans growing through. And here a few lettuces that I've bolted, so I'm just waiting on mostly those Lola Rosso seeds, because I don't have that many seeds of Lola Rosso. Silver beet, sorrel that you can basically just rip however much out, take it, give it to the chickens, or you can put it into the compost, which is pretty good. It's similar to comfrey, even though our comfrey at the moment doesn't do that well. It's had too much water. Even though it's a weed, I just hope it comes back because it's just flat on the ground. Yeah, so sorrel you can't really kill. Some more corn. This is sweet corn, so we planted corn separately. Here is sweet corn, because they can cross-pollinate and make not as tasty corn. So the other Aztec corn is on the other corner of our house, just over there, so hopefully the wind doesn't blow that way and cross-pollinate. And yeah, here's the same cucumber plant with a few cherry tomato growing through, which is not the best companion planting because the tomato is nearly dying in there. A few more garlics, and as you see, this cucumber is going wild. There are just 2 cucumbers I put over there, and it's just going into this garden bed as well. A bean through it. 2 avocado trees that just love to grow there. It's this big now. We didn't really intend to do it in the garden bed, but that's where it liked it, so yeah, we leave it there because they're really quite difficult to grow. more beans. This is Kaya's seed mix that he chose, so that's yeah, Kaya's little garden bed. More tomatoes that should produce soon. It's the same idea with the trellis here. It's a round sort of fence trellis on this side as well. We got the little golden squash. They're really yummy on the barbecue, and they've done well last year, so we planted them again. Still the garlics at the back. Soon they're gonna be ready to harvest when they look like this almost, when they sort of dry out. Opal basil this time came up, which is awesome. Here oregano, it just also goes wild. We had to even cover it a bit with mulch over here. We just covered it because we don't need that much. It's plenty. Here is more Thai chili bushes. We keep them over winter, so they're from last year and they just grown pretty big. But we don't even eat that many chilies anymore. And here I've started with some eggplants. We had quite a bad season with flea beetles, so I had to like really protect them, and a few got killed. Our new nectarine tree that Max put in, maybe you'll remember from one of the videos. Here are a few zinnias, and actually one zinnia has come up over here. Such a beautiful flower, I've never really seen it. It's so pretty, I love it. Så schön, också. Fint. Schön, blommor. Alright, I think we have to get a bit faster at this. All over the garden bed I've put in capsicums, so they're quite tiny still. I hope we can overwinter them as well, because last year I pulled them out and I regretted it. It takes so long to grow. A few more lettuces, tomatillo. This actually we've overwintered, that's the only one that I left somehow. And it's already produced 2, but Kai already ate it, premature. Yeah, a few sort of quite over there is a lot of one kale, but the rest is all carrots, because we ran out of carrots and it annoyed me, so I planted just heaps. So here we got the same trellis as we had the snow peas on last year, or in winter. Now it's a bean trellis. Again, the purple beans over there. Some other bush beans on the bottom here, so we never get sick, we never run out of beans ever again. More sweet corn. This is thyme, this is grown really well, like 2 big white bushes, that's 2. Also way too much thyme that we can eat. More sort of trellis, that's just a bamboo stick and they grow on top, and around here these are the runner beans. Just going crazy. One pot with sunflowers. Pretty. Some leek. Over here more beans, but this part doesn't really do that great for now. The basil has finally sprouted. Oh, there's another one, didn't know about him. And a few more capsicums all along over there too. A few romanescos that we should pull out. You always go into the garden and see what you have to do, all the weeding and stuff. This weed is just terrible, it just grows over the pineapple and everything. It's very annoying. This one over there is major arm, is also a nice herb that we grow and use sometimes. This is Egyptian spinach, because we struggle to grow any spinach. So this is a good spinach salad variety. Little seedling, you can eat the leaves, they're really tasty. Yeah. Sort of have to adapt to your climate, otherwise you just probably don't get much food. We got this mint, I'll show you another one. This one is the woolly mint, and just be careful if you put that anywhere in your garden, it just goes nuts. Like we put that in probably 3 months ago and it's going crazy. The other one over there that I showed you before, that was the peppermint. In this corner we just got the basic mint. Oh look, there's more cucumbers on this one too. More over there. You can see them all on camera. Oh my god, we're up to 15 minutes already. The gardener will be interested, the rest is not, I'm sorry. More tomatoes. Here's more zucchini. 2 more plants, and then we use this guy. It's a pumpkin. I think it's probably cross-pollinated, as you can see here. It's a butternut Kent cross. But yeah, we use it as living mulch. It cools down the soil and all the plants around it can grow a bit better. This is tomatillo. It's pretty awesome. It makes these little husk bits and they're ready once the husk dries. This is also a plant. It's similar to tomato, sort of quite sweet and yummy. Yeah, I just love that. I've never tried it before, but last year I did, and quite happy with that plant. Achtung! More eggplants. This is also another eggplant section that I created to make sure that they don't get don't even know where they are. See there? This is an eggplant, another one. Another one there. Here, if you're interested how they look like when they're not ready, little guy just pulls them out. Look, kannst du schauen, was drin hat. A little ball in there. It's way too sour probably and yuck. But yeah, that little ball just grows into sort of a cherry-like tomato, and that's a tomatillo, and then you can eat it, but not yet. Not yet, gell? So yeah, this garden bed is also corn, capsicum, and then over here is the leek that we grew a while ago as well. It's a really good patch now. We always just cut off the tops and put it in whatever we're cooking. More beans, more zucchini. That's the cucumber we looked at before. It's growing also. Who uses the corn for a living trellis. More zucchini, looks quite healthy, and this is our crazy bean corner, even more than the other one. This has grown wild all along, and I can't even pick those. So we're just gonna let them all go to seed, and we're gonna have plenty for next year. This is another high-raised garden bed. One leek flower laying in there, but a few tomatoes going too great. Bologna beans, runner beans, and these are also dedicated for making seeds. They're quite thick and big already, and then I can grow more next year. More cucumber, but this isn't that happy. This is Kaya's favorite garden bed. It's all strawberries now, which we just planted in spring. We took them apart. Whoa! Oh yeah, they don't have it. And he's lucky there is one today. I mean, he could have gone another day, but as you probably know, with a 2-year-old, you can't really wait for that long. Fine. So yeah, strawberry patch from further away. Down here another strawberry patch. And then up here we have the craziest pumpkin growing with about 15 little pumpkins on it. You can even just see 3 from right here. This is the amazing, the most beautiful plant we've grown so far, I think. It grows out the compost and it goes wild. Here's our asparagus bed. I didn't even know we had cherry tomatoes growing here. This is all asparagus. I think this is millet actually. Millet from the chicken food. We just grew it and had a go. Another tomatillo plant. Pumpkin, corn. This is the popcorn corn, so again far away from the sweet corn. This is popcorn corn, and over there near the house that's sweet corn. So we tried to keep them apart. This is my newest garden bed. It's gonna be a papaya garden bed, but for now, like the papaya seedlings are through it, so they just establishing the root system, but before they're gonna get bigger, I made it into a summer garden bed with zucchini and heaps of beans at the back. They're just going into those bushes here and also climbing up there as using this as a living trellis again. This was a lot, I'm sorry, but we're almost finished. We have 2 more garden beds to show you and the massive pumpkin. Here's more carrots, sunflower, and more strawberries. We just love strawberries and Kaya loves them. Blueberries at the back here. And by the way, the strawberries down there, the ones that I showed you before. Ooh, there is a nice strawberry, but that's not ready yet. Nice big one. Bigger. Nein, es ist noch nicht parat. Es ist erst so... yeah, and then here's a big pumpkin. Huge thing. Look at this. It's growing from the compost down there. And it's just covered the whole bloody space here. And then if we go inside here, we can see so many in each spot. Wherever you look, there is little balls of pumpkin. That's crazy. I think it's about three plants through it. And obviously love the compost. Feeding Kaya. Then over here, this is different pumpkin. I think this is a Kent pumpkin. This is our last garden bed, finally. Another tomatillo. At the back there, I just sowed heaps of carrots 2 weeks ago or something, so that's sprouted a little bit. It's gonna be full of carrots. Another blueberry and tomato, so I think that's it. We're at the end. Oh no, we're not at the end. This is more tomatoes here, next to the caravan. There we go, with sunflowers through it. See if they do anything. Not look too healthy. And here the last that I just sowed. This is some tatsoi. It's from the brassica family. This is Kaya mini garden bed with flowers and 1 tomato. Yeah, this has all gone to seed. And here we had some seed offered already. I'm waiting for more seeds because the birds have eaten them. So we're at the end now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Get out there and garden. It's so much fun. I just love doing it. It's rewarding eating off the garden all the time. It's a bit of work. We're out there most days really. Always got something to do, something new to plant, something to keep on top of, learning about new things which just keeps you going, and yeah, it's never boring really. And it's such a natural thing to do. So yeah, maybe in like 2 weeks or something I'm gonna make another video with our fruit trees, which have our fruit orchard has expanded as well. So I'm gonna show you that, how it's grown and everything. And yeah, see you next week on Sunday. Enjoy your week. Bye. Bye bye. Bye. Nej.